Hello, welcome back and good morning students once again to another video of electricity. And this time once again I have two numericals for you from the exercise. And the first question states that a battery of 9 volt is connected in series with the resistors of 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 and 12 ohms. How much current will flow through 12 ohm resistors? Now it is mentioned that the battery is connected in series with these values, okay, these resistors. That means all these resistors along with the battery, they are connected in series. And we know that in series, the current flowing through all the resistors is same. That means if we make a circuit diagram for this simple numerical, we will have something like this. So 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 and 12 ohms. Okay, and the battery is also connected in series with this resistors. So we have a 9 volt battery connected in the series as well. Okay, so if we find the total current of the circuit, then we know that the current flowing to 12 ohm resistor. That means the current flowing to 0.2 will also be the same as 12 ohms. Okay. So in series the current flowing is same. So simply find the total resistance, because in order to find the current we know the simple formula, that is V is equal to IR, that is Ohm's law, and in order to find the current we have V upon R is equal to I. Simple cross multiplication. Okay. So first of all you need to find the total resistance. So finding the total resistance, because they are in series the total resistance is the simple arithmetic sum of all the resistors. So 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4 plus 0.5 plus 12. So what you get over here is 2 plus 3, 5, 5 and 5, 10, 10 plus 4, so it becomes 1.4, 1.4 plus 12, it becomes 13.4 ohms. So the total resistance you have now, that is 13.4 ohms. Now simply applying the Ohm's law formula, the current I is equal to potential difference, that is 9 volts, upon resistance, that is 13.4. And when you solve this, you will get the answer as 0.67 amperes. Okay, this is how you find the current flowing through the 12 ohm resistors. Because they are in series, the total current is the same. I hope it is clear to students. Once again, V is equal to IR, we have applied the Ohm's law over here in order to find the current, R in the denominator, crossing the equal to sign over there, and what we get is I is equal to V by R. And in order to find the current, first we need to find the total resistance, and total resistance is, they are all connected in series. So the series formula states that we have to simply add all the resistance, and then what you get is the total resistance. So we simply added all the resistance provided to us in the question, and then you find the total resistance and apply it in the formula, and you get the answer. I hope it is clear to you students. The thing over here is that always try to draw a circuit diagram. Even though if you are confused in any of the numericals, draw the circuit diagram in rough so that you get the idea of what is actually happening in the numerical. Okay, so it is quite easy, but whenever you have any doubt, even if the numerical is for 1 mark or 1.5 marks, always try to draw a circuit diagram to remove any kind of doubts that you have. Understood? Now the next question over here is a little bit complicated. It is said that how many 176 ohm resistors in parallel are required to carry 5 amperes on 220 volts. So they are saying that how many resistors will be required, and each resistor is 176 ohms. So they all are equal, but how many of them will be required? So first of all we need to know that what is the total resistance of the circuit. So for example, once again like I said, you need to draw the circuit diagram. So we have a 220 volt connection over here, and the current flowing is 5 amperes. But we need to find the total resistance. They are saying that how many of these resistances will be required. We don't know. They all should be in parallel. But how many should we connect in order to get the 5 ampere current? So first of all, you need to find the total resistance required. So once again we will apply the Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR. Potential difference is given as 220 volts, current I as 5 amperes, and resistance is what we need to find. Because if we know the total resistance, then we can find out how many of these resistors will be required. It's simple as that. So for first to find the number of resistors, you need to find the total resistance of the circuit so that you can apply the number of resistors. Okay. Simple cross multiplication once again. 220 by 5 equals R. So therefore R equals 220 upon 5. 5 fours and 2 by 4. So the 44 ohms is the total resistance required. Now that is why it is said in parallel, because in parallel the total resistance decreases. If you connect in series, then 176 plus 176, it's going to take a lot of resistance, and this is less resistance compared to the 176 ohms. So obviously they are connected in parallel. Now the question arises, how many resistors are connected? So if you remember the formula for parallel resistance, it is 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, or so on and on. Okay? We don't know how many times, but okay, over here we know the total resistance. So the total resistance is 1 by 44, and the individual resistance are all the same, 176. So I am writing over here 1 by 176. But I don't know how many times I have to add them. So if you remember a simple mathematical table that we do, that is 1 2s are 2, 2 3s 6, 4 5s 20. What is that? So it is simple addition 5 times. When I am saying that 4 multiplied 5 equals 20, it means I am adding 4 5 times. So 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 4 16, and 16 plus 4 20. So I am adding 4 5 times, so I am simply multiplying 4 multiplies 5. So same thing is happening over here. I am adding 1 by 70, 1 by 176. How many times? That I don't know. So I am multiplying it by n. Simple multiplication n times. So I am going to add 1 by 176 n number of times. So instead of adding n number of times, I am simply multiplying it n by n. I hope it is clear to you, students. I repeat once again. What I am doing is, I am adding 1 by 176 n number of times. I don't know how many number of times, so I am giving it multiplied by n. Is it clear? Okay. Now simple, I need to find the total number of resistors, that is this n. So I take the cross multiplication, that will be over here. 1 by 44 is equal to n upon 1 into n is n by 176. 176 over there. So 1 into 176 upon 44. Simple cross multiplication is equal to n. Just like we did over here. 5 in the denominator. Over here we did r in the denominator. Similarly, we have 176 in the denominator. So we are taking it in multiplication. Simply apply the formula for 11 or 4. 4 1 is 4 and 4 1 is 4. Over here 4 4 is 16. 1 is remaining, again 4 4 16. So we have 44 upon 11. Once again we know the table of 11. 11 1 is 11. 11 4s are 44. Just like that. 11 4. So 11 4 times it is 44. Similarly, that is what happening over here. 1 by 176 n times. So I am simply multiplying it by n. So what I finally got over here is 4 is equal to n. That means I will require 4 176 resistors connected in parallel. So they will all be connected in parallel like this, and all will be 176 ohms equal. Quite simple numerical, just a little bit of logic over here required. So in order to find the number of resistors, first you require to find the total resistance of the circuit, then only you will be able to understand what number of resistors you require. Now we found that the total resistance is 44, and the formula for total resistance in parallel is 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 n number of times. Okay, but in this case, this R1, R2 and R3, they are all the same. So 1 by 176, and we are adding them n number of times. So instead of adding them n number of times, I simply multiply it. Okay, it's simple mathematics, basic mathematics. So total resistance that we found, that is 44, placed over here. 1 by 176 multiplied by n, and finding the value of n, simple cross multiplication. 176 in the numerator, so 176 by 44 equals n. Solving this, we get the answer 4 is equal to n. That means we require 4 resistors. Now this type of numericals are actually being asked in the board examinations, so it is quite important to pay attention to this. And if you have any doubts, once again you can mention it in the comment section, or you can send the problems to the helpline number provided by sir, so I can answer them in the next video.